So, last week I was talking to you about how awareness it seemed like a mistranslation in the Hindu pantheon Advaita Vedanta because it's kind of it means the same as consciousness, really, in English. So I went back and I've been using ChatGPT a lot to translate Sanskrit. You know ChatGPT, right?
Yes, I know it.
So you can find ancient stuff that's not been translated into English on the internet and just stick it in ChatGPT and it translates this into Sanskrit or from Sanskrit. And the original word is much broader than just awareness. But with context and everything, I got it to spit out the word intelligence. Beyond consciousness, it's like there's an intelligence.
Yeah.
I really like that. I really like that concept. It's like a decentralized intelligence without memory. It just illuminated kind of a new way to look at this, right? We've got our consciousness. There's definitely like love, life in there. But then there's something else beyond. I always sort of thought of it as space, but this sort of overwhelming, I don't know, intelligence. What do you think of the word intelligence?
It's quite a good word. It's a nice word because it doesn't say. It doesn't look like there's somebody who is intelligent, who has intelligence. It's just intelligence as it is.
Yeah.
Which is seen as just wholeness, everything. It doesn't itself as it is already wordless. So to say it's intelligence, it's consciousness, it's spirit, God, it doesn't really matter. But whichever word that seems to resonate there, it can be spoken. It doesn't matter. This doesn't mind. It doesn't mind. Words themselves are just this. It's intelligence expressing as words. Yet itself as it is, it's not a thing. It's wordless, yet it's appearing as words. So words themselves can never really touch this, can never really change this, can never really add anything to this.
They can change the way that the apparent eye sees this. You're doing nothing but, Nkosi.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's an apparent eye. There's no real eye there. It's just this also expressing as the eye. So there's no separation. So there's no dividing line. There's no you and this. There's no you and me already. There's no world. There's just this. All on this expressing as everything, or as every apparent thing. So when there is walking happening, it's just this walking. When there is fighting happening, it's just this fighting, this singing, this driving, this collapsing. Everything is this. Yet when the story is included, it may seem as if, there's really there are real people. There's really something happening. There is a movement. There's somebody who's being affected by what's happening. Somebody's just lost a family member, or people are dying, people are celebrating, but it's all just this intelligence expressing as that. So the story itself is beautiful. It's not wrong or right. There's nothing here that is trying to get rid of the story. There's nothing here that is trying to get rid of the separate self, because there's no separate self and there's no story. It's just this already. Even trying to get rid of the story is this too. Even trying to get rid of the me is just this, expressing as that. There isn't anything outside of this to get rid of anything or to do anything. Everything is this. There's just wholeness. This intelligence expressing as everything already. Even what seems to be the opposites. Somebody saying, this can't be true. And another one saying, this is the truth. Somebody saying, these people are lost. These people are out of their minds. They don't know what they are talking about. It's also this expressing is that. So this doesn't mind. Anything may arise, anything may be spoken. Meditation may happen, but it's not being done by anybody. It's just this, which is already whole and complete, appearing or expressing as a meditation. Even when it's enjoyed, or it seems to be enjoyed, it's just this enjoying. Even when there's an assumption that there's somebody who's enjoying, who's feeling good, but it's just that's which is already everything, is already, it's neither feeling good or bad. It's just this. It's just there. It's neutral. So there's no distance to cover, and there's no one to cover any distance. There's no goal to reach. There's no one to fall away. There's no one who's getting closer, and there's no one who's getting further away. There's only ever this. Intelligence expressing itself as everything. So all stories are empty. All stories, they're already going nowhere. There's no one in the story who's experiencing the story. So today it may seem as if it's Tuesday or it's Wednesday, but those words, Wednesday and Tuesday, they're just on that piece of paper hanging in the wall. You know, there's no real Wednesday, real Tuesday. There's no 2024 already. There is no time. This is already timeless. Everything is nothing already. Even what seems to be the story can never be found. Right now, where is the story? Can the story be found? If it can be found, by whom? Even the story is imagined. There is no story. It's just what's happening or seems to be happening. And what seems to be happening is already empty. It's not a story. There is already no me. So there's already nowhere to get to. There's already no me to do anything already. There's no me to be right or wrong. There's no me to get it or not. There's just this. So if there's seeking that may seem to happen, that's not an evidence that there's somebody there who's seeking. Even though it can be assumed that there's somebody there who needs to know something. But that assumption as it is just everything as pressing as that. There's no one behind anything. Everything is this. This talking right now that is happening is just everything talking. There is no specific individual or some entity that is talking. It's just this which is already whole and complete expressing as talking. And even listening itself is just this listening. Then when you talk about the story, you can say Ngozi is talking and Charles is listening, but that's just a story. Somehow it's not quite true that there are people who are talking. There are no people anyway. It's more like when you're reading a novel. There may be a characters there. There may be Thompson, who's a pastor, and what's the name?
I don't know what novel you're talking about. It sounds like you're talking about a specific novel.
No, any novel, anyone. It's just that I was trying to come up with the name. There may be any lady whose name is Hazel, who's the nurse. That may seem, when you are reading the novel, that may seem as if, oh, this nurse, maybe Hazel is somebody who's rude, who treats patient in a very bad way. You know, when somebody reads the novel, it may seem as if, oh, this nurse is very bad. It's a bad character. You know, it may be assumed that there is somebody who's called Hazel, who's real, but you know, that's just a story. It's made up. It's not true. There's no Hazel. There's no Thompson, who's a pastor. You know, it's just a story. It's just a novel. It's just, those are just words written in the book. There is no real Thompson. There's no real Hazel. So in the same way, there is no real Ngozi. There is no real Charles. So when the child is born, it doesn't come up as somebody, you know. It doesn't even know if it's a child, or it doesn't know anything. There's no knowing of anything. But throughout the years, it may, you know, it may keep on hearing that being called a certain name. Then that name may be registered today in the consciousness, and then it may seem as if it's real, or when it is accepted there, it may seem as if there's somebody there who exists. But the child itself doesn't say, I'm John. I'm John. It's the mother of the child and the father who gives the name. So everything as it is already nameless. It's already empty. Everything is nothing. It can be labels in the story that there's so and so who was born in a certain place. Those are just labels. But everything as it is already empty, is already nameless, and it's nothing already. So this intelligence can never really be found, can never really be known, because it's not separate from itself. There's no separation. There's no one outside of it to know it. There's just intelligence, which is already everything. Somebody looking for it is already it, is already intelligence. There's no somebody. The sense of separation is also this. Somebody denying that there's just this. Somebody saying that there are real people and there's a real world. That's also this expressing as that. So there may be different opinions, but all those opinions, they are arising from this intelligence. So they may be different, but where they are arising from is the same. It's the same one. It's the same thing. Thingless thing, intelligence, spaciousness. You can call it whatever. It doesn't mind. It's already wordless. Doesn't require words for it to be what it is. So this doesn't see the other. There can be a talking or responses happening here. If somebody is assuming that there is a real somebody here, then this may respond as well as if there is somebody here. But it is always seen that there is nobody anyway. There's just this which is beyond any name, which doesn't mind the names. It's already the case, even in the midst of troubles, in the midst of persecutions, in the midst of bad politics, struggles, family problems. This is always here. This doesn't go away. This can never be known. This can never be seen because it's everything already. Even that which is trying to see it is already it. So it can never be seen in that sense because it's everything. Who is there to see it? Who's even looking for it? So the belief that may seem to arise in this saying there is a real somebody who's looking for it. Somebody is looking for help. Somebody needs enlightenment. But that's just this already. Saying that there's only enlightenment. There's nobody to be enlightened. There's nobody to get closer to it. There's nobody to lose it already. There's just enlightenment. So what can't be found can't be lost. So there's nobody to be there or not there yet. There's no one who's getting closer to it. That's just a story. Getting closer to it is just a dream. There's no one who Whoever had glimpses? That which seems to say, I used to have glimpses. It's just this already. Thinking that it's not yet this. The game of remembering and forgetting happening. But this can never really be forgotten. This is always the case. It is always here as everything. It is always seen by no one. There is no journey. There's no efforts here to be made already. That which doesn't require any efforts to be made is already the case. It's already here as everything. So it's already effortless and obvious as everything. Effortless and obvious to itself. Somebody saying, but that's not my experience. It's not excluded in this. This may say anything. It may say, but that's not my experience. I'm still trying to get there. I used to have glimpses, but there are no more glimpses. Maybe eventually, by keeping on seeking or meditating, I will find this. And make sure that if it has been found, I will keep it. I'll keep an eye on it just to make sure it doesn't go away. But that's as it is just that which can never be found or lost, saying those words. So you can't go wrong. You can't go right with this.
Do you have a flannel shirt on? Oh yeah, I guess it's wintertime.
Yeah, it's winter. It's very cold, especially in the morning and in the evening. It's very cold.
It's like 40 degrees across America.
Wow. 40, that's too much.
Some places, yeah, I think on my calculator, but it's been, yeah, really, really hot, like record breaking. Yeah. So to see you in a flannel shirt is
Yeah. I've never showed you outside.
you never have. Let's see it.
show you.
Ooh, corrugated tin roof. That's gotta get hot in the summer.
Yeah, it's very hot in the summer. It's very hot. I'm gonna show you. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, it's where I live.
Can I see your house?
Okay. There's an outside building. This building here,
Hmm?
it's very old. It used to be my big brother's studio, but now it has become a storeroom. We keep things here, all stuff. Yeah. Yesterday there was a huge wind, so the roof, just it was destroyed completely. Mm.
So that's the corrugated metal on the ground used to be part of the roof.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, you need to get
yeah.
that
It's
back.
just fell off.
You need to get that back up there before it rains.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do just that. Yeah. Let me show you the house. Uh, it's a very small house. This is
There
the
it is.
house. Yeah. I think it needs to be painted. Yeah.
So that roof is corrugated metal too?
No, it's they call it asbestos.
Okay.
Yeah,
So there's some insulation there.
yeah,
That's very bad for you, by the way. Asbestos.
yeah. I think back in 2020, I used to have chest pains, experiencing shortness of breath. I think the cause was the asbestos.
Is it coming out? It's the asbestos.
I, yeah, it used to it used to come off like as because it's a very old asbestos, so it used to like drop some things. So I suspected that he used to cause some complications because when I breathe, I used to breathe in the dust. So that's why I had some problems in the chest.
Yeah, and Kosi, asbestos is okay as long as it's not coming off. If it's coming off, it's very bad for you. So you should probably figure out a way to duct tape it up there or something. Get a mask
Yeah,
and look on the internet. There's got to be some YouTube videos about how to take care of it.
yeah, yeah. I think I'll do justice. I'll do justice.
In America, if you get sick from asbestos, I think you get to sue the company and make some money. I think that a lot of people got sick over the last, whatever, 50 years and sued.
Mm.
Are you sure there's no government programs to help with old asbestos in houses?
Um, there is recently there's been this project that's these houses, since they are very old, they were built back in 60s, 70s.
Yeah,
There was a program to like destroy the whole house and to build the new one. But somehow it never continued. No.
that's a,
Yeah, it stopped. I don't know what happened there.
you probably don't need a new house, just need a new roof. The rest of the house,
Yeah, the roof.
the rest of the house is okay?
Yeah, it needs just some renovations, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's quite an old house there. But it is okay. It is okay because there's just a roof. Yeah, it's a shelter.
So it's you and your aunt and your nephew, right?
Yeah, now it's just the three of us. Because my brother, I think he bought a house in some rural areas where they are living now, right now. But his is very quite big. It's bigger than this one.
Well, it seems
Because
like, sorry, go ahead.
this one is where we grew up. Mm.
I mean, it seems like outside of your house, though, there's plenty of non-developed space. That whole area out there looked like it was just natural. It's not like it's totally urban, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of space. Sorry. There's a lot of space here.
Yeah, not only on your yard, but in the other yards. There's just looks like there's places to go and walk and be alone. That could be I don't know.
Yeah,
It looks like you've got a lot of land there,
yeah. But it belongs to somebody.
but not you.
Yeah, yeah. It belongs to somebody.
Hmm.
Let
So
me
it's
show
almost,
you the front. There's another area. These are trees. And this building here is, I think it's an electric substation.
oh, right.
Yeah.
Build a house like that, go find some bricks,
Yeah, it's for electricity.
right?
It supplies the electricity to all the houses
Yeah,
around here. Let me show you.
yeah, and there's the road.
Yeah.
It's not that
There's
different than go ahead.
there's a busy streets here. There are buses, taxis. And when you go down the road, the other side, there's a train station, but you can't see it from here.
It's a lot like I imagined it, except I imagined that it was more dense, that you were closer to your neighbors.
Yeah, I'm more closer to my neighbors.
Well, I don't know. It looks like you've got a lot of space around that house.
Yeah, there's so much space. So much space.
Yeah. Yeah, that roof.
Over there's a bus depot.
Huh?
There's a
That's where
bus depot.
that's where you walk your aunt in the morning?
Yeah, yeah. It's over there.
So not too
Can you
far.
see it?
Uh, no. No. Maybe a block away?
Yeah, just to close by, but not very close.
Oh, and you've got a wall.
Now there is a wall. There's a huge wall here. And this is I don't know what they call this tree. There are lots of bees here. Can you see the bees?
I can't see the bees. I can see the tree. Looks more like a cactus. Oh, it's a palm tree. It's a kind of a palm tree, right? Or maybe it's a cactus. It's cactus, I think. So it's that way it
Mm.
doesn't lose any leaves ever, right? Yeah.
It does. It does. There's some leaves that are withered here
Yeah.
underneath it. Yeah.
Seems like almost like a cactus and a palm tree at the same time.
Yeah. And at the back here, we've got some cats. They are resting. Can you see the cats?
Yeah. So is there a lot of
Uh,
crime? Is that why you've got the wall? Is that to stop people from coming in and taking your stuff?
yeah, especially at nights, or around 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, we do have some those guys who goes around. They usually go around and break in the houses
But
and
the
do
wall
all
doesn't
sorts
go
of
all
things.
the way around. The wall only goes part of the way around.
Yeah, but here there is a fence.
I see.
There's also what's used to be a fence, but now it's no longer the fence. I don't know what to call this. Yeah, but it used to be a fence and a wall on the other side there. Mm.
It's strange that the substation, electrical substation, appears to be on your property.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very strange. Yeah.
Well, I should probably get to work. Let's see, what time is it? Hmm. It doesn't tell me what time it is. What time
Yeah,
is it there?
it's at it's 5 to 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 5.
Yeah, I should probably get to work.
Okay. Are there
This is,
any questions?
no, this is good. I like this. Maybe we should try to do this when both of us are more awake more often.
Yeah, yeah, I
I'm
like
very
it too.
tired at the end of the day and you're very tired in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it is a sacrifice.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll think about what a good time is then. Um, maybe now or maybe an hour earlier, something around that would probably work for me, but I'll get back to you with some thoughts.
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
And 2 p.m. can work for me as well.
yeah, okay, good. All right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, thank you, Nkosi.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.